Hi guys, how y'all doing today? Welcome to my channel. So guys, today's video is going to be about photography. I'm going to be talking about how you can carve a niche for yourself as a photographer and why that is important. If you want to know my thoughts on this, please keep watching. Okay, so guys, so I'm going to be using myself as a case study, as usual. Who else? So when I started my photography, I was jack of everything, like of all trades. I did weddings, I did burials, I did birthdays, I did architecture, landscape. I did it all. Like I did everything. I literally did everything. And I loved virtually everything. I was experimenting. I just loved the camera. I wanted to photograph everything. And it was all fun. It was good. But I wasn't making money then. And as I grew, I started knowing what I really wanted to do. Initially, it was weddings. I became so obsessed with weddings. I loved photographing love. I loved to see the love between the couple. I used to love it with my whole heart. When I'm photographing a wedding like this, I won't be able to sit. I'll be so excited. I'll just be watching them, dreaming. Oh, from when I was single, even after I got married, I still used to love the love. And then with time, I noticed that when I started having children, I just knew I didn't want to be traveling often. So I decided to calm down and I started doing more of portraits and then photographing children. And I just realized that, okay, it's either one thing has to give way for the other. I don't want to be traveling all the time because I was traveling with my kids and I didn't want that. That was not the life I wanted. I wanted to settle, I wanted to be home and see my kids every night. So I decided to switch over to portraits and babies, and I'm so in love with portraits now. I do babies as well, but like my core is portraits. Like I love portraits. So that's like that's a niche I feel I've carved for myself, the portrait photography. Even though people will still say I do well with babies because I have also focused on it very well. So carving a niche is basically picking one genre or two genres or just picking something and focusing on it very well. You know what I mean? Like there are people that do weddings. They are known for weddings. When you go to their page on Instagram or their website or any platform they're using to showcase their work, you see a lot of weddings. You see more of weddings and you know that, okay, this person is a fantastic wedding photographer. This person is a fantastic portrait photographer. This person is a fantastic what other genre? Architectural photographer. So it's important because now from my end, I have come to realize that I don't even have to try too hard because people just know that, okay, over time, when somebody just comes to your page and sees portrait, you just know, okay, yeah, she can do it. She can handle the portraits. That's like her strength. So if you keep showing that one thing that you're good at, it helps people to even make the decision faster. But if you confuse them on your page where you have, today you photograph a baby, is on the page. Tomorrow you photograph burial, is on the page. Next tomorrow you photograph a party, is on the page. Another day you photograph weddings, on the page. And you have everything, architecture, weddings, so everything on the page. It just tends to confuse people and they don't really know which one you are so good at. So the person that really, maybe it's your 50th birthday and this is like your main, this birthday is important to you, you want like the best portrait, you will look for a portrait photographer to do it. If you're doing your wedding and you have the money, you will look for a very good wedding photographer to do it. And then of course, if you have consistently sold yourself as a wedding photographer, you will be among the list of names that will come to mind when the person wants wedding photography. And if you stick to one niche, you tend to have equipment that will do well for that niche. I don't know if that makes sense. If let's say you decide to do baby photography now, chances are that you will get the props that you need for baby photography. Chances are that. But if you are doing everything, you will not be able to focus well enough on either of them because of course you cannot have all the props for babies. You can't have all the things you need for weddings. You can't have all the you won't do well in each genre. It's going to be you have to be an extremely disciplined person to do well in each of the genres and do it well. I do babies and portraits, and to an extent I do well in both, but I feel I can do better in babies if I was facing just babies. But right now my core is actually portraits. That's like where 80% of my head is at. 20% is in babies, and I still dabble. I do it here and there. And from my Instagram platform, I have a page specifically for portraits, and I have a page for babies. So once you just come to my baby page and see babies, you see how I have over time taken pictures of babies. You just trust that, okay, if I give her my baby, she can photograph my baby this way, and you don't even get too confused. So you have that peace of mind that, okay, yeah, she's a good baby photographer, she's a good portrait photographer. But if I had juggled everything, different styles of babies, there's a way that, like, there's some photographers I follow that do babies and portraits, and they photograph the babies the way you photograph portraits, like minimal props, nothing, just portraits the way you photograph a typical portrait session. So that's like, there's still uniformity in that. So that person is known for taking pictures this particular way. So that's what it means to just carve a niche for yourself. People now know you for this thing, and that's the way you can stand out. That's the way you can hear that somebody traveled from Bayelsa to Port Harcourt for a photo shoot, and you're wondering, is it that there's no photographer in Bayelsa? There are photographers in Bayelsa, but there's probably one photographer in Port Harcourt that has taken her time to do this thing in a specific way. That's why people pay heavily for certain brands. T.Y. Bello is an amazing portrait photographer, and she has carved a niche for herself. She decided to do portraits. That's one person that I noticed that wasn't, we know a lot of photographers at the time initially used to dabble into virtual, but she just stuck to her lane and started to do it, and she was charging well for it, and she's making her money. So yeah, carving a niche is very important, and it will help to sell you even a lot faster. But it's not something that you can figure out immediately you start your career. You may not figure it out immediately because you will not even know which one you are so drawn to. You might think I thought I was going to be a wedding photographer for life, but I don't think I can do weddings anymore. Maybe some years down the line I might wake up and decide to do weddings, but I don't see myself walking up and down for 10 hours. I don't even see it happening anymore. But there was a point in my life where I thought that was the ish, that was it. And right now, I feel like I'm most likely going to do portraits, like photograph women, especially women between the demographic of 30 to like 70, 80. That's like what I feel I will do long term. And then there are some genres that have never been explored. We have genres like food photography. I don't even think I know anybody that does food photography in my city, in Nigeria. I don't think I know, if off my head, who are the food photographers. I don't think I know anybody. Maybe because I've not researched it, but that's a genre that someone can decide to do. And then when anybody thinks, oh, I am starting a restaurant, or I want to do something really nice for advertisement, and I want to photograph my food in a specific way. Who are the food photographers we have? Even if you are living in Kogi and you have comfortably sold yourself as a food photographer, and you are constantly putting out content, and you are among the few people doing it, so the person can hire you from Kogi that, oh, this is one of the best food photographers, and bring you to another city to come and shoot food, because the people in that city are not necessarily shooting food, or not shooting food the way the person wants to see the food. Does that make sense? So even if you're doing portraits, you can still try to stand out. Okay, I'm doing lifestyle, I'm doing dreamy, I'm doing, just still carve, you can still bring that niche even a bit tighter, so you have a style that people can resonate with, and then because of your style they will still come to you. Even though there are 10 portrait photographers, each of them see things differently. Don't be that person that will just copy verbatim what everybody's doing. So if you live in a city and everybody takes pictures like this, oh, the normal thing is for you to edit and the person is sharp and crystal clear, that's what everybody does. You just follow the bandwagon. Just do it a little differently from others. People that would naturally resonate with people, me personally, I don't like things that are normal. Is that the word? I don't like things that I don't like it when everybody's going like this. Me, I just want to go like this. I don't like it to be too the same. So my point is, just do things a bit differently and maintain that pace. Over time, people will just gravitate towards you, and let there be something that is making them come towards you. You have defined that this is how your own thing is. So when they want that thing that way, they will know that you are the person to come to. With these few points of mine, guys, I hope I have been able to convince you and not confuse you that you should carve a niche for yourself. You that is starting photography, don't be doing everything. even if you're doing everything to figure out yourself, it's fine. But on your Instagram page, pick your hustle, pick one thing that you know you really want to do, and showcase that thing consistently. It's just a matter of time. People will just know you. It's a lot easier. Trust me. When I started portraits, it just didn't seem like it didn't seem like it was a reasonable thing to do. Like, of course, everybody was either doing weddings or in fact weddings. Everybody was doing weddings. Then they used to do portraits once in a while and do all those things. Yeah, they were doing everything. But I just woke up and decided to focus on portraits, and I have no regrets. Really, I have no regrets today. Anyways, thanks guys for watching my video. Please subscribe. You people should help my ministry. I don't know. People who don't want me to get to 100 subscribers. Is it fair? I know I'll pass 100 subscribers very soon. But guys, please subscribe, like, share, everything, all that good stuff. Please guys. Thank you so much. Bye guys.